What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Thanks for joining us here on the MademB Narik reviews.
Hello.
We just got to watching, the first two Superman movies, so we decided to get on game with Superman. So, what was your initial, feelings about the film?
Well, I never saw like the Supermans. I was like, okay, let me watch it. First film, it was alright. I thought it would, being around you, I was like, okay, if I would have watched it like back then, I probably would have thought it was good. And now, like, okay, it's kind of, what would you call it? It's kind of someone's kind of sucky.
Yeah, some elements. It's still overall a decent film.
Yeah.
But there are certain elements that it sucks. And so we're gonna be talking about our initial thoughts on it. So, of course, Superman the movie, of course, is about Clark Kent dons the name Superman. He's an alien, comes to Earth, and just becomes a superhero. But in the first film, he has to contend with this criminal mastermind named Lex Luthor. And he has to stop this diabolical plan of his. And that's pretty much the gist of the story. Let's talk about the plot. What did you think of the plot?
Like overall?
Yeah, just the overall plot, or perhaps any of the subplots. The whole subplot with him having to deal with Lex Luthor, it was kind of far-fetched, but I liked it.
Okay, but the main plot, what was it? Like,
I think it was more of like one plot. Him having to deal with Lex Luthor, I believe, was like the main plot, I believe. But then you got the subplot where he kind of, Superman and Lois Lane have this like relationship, so there's got this romantic element to it. I think it does have a bit to do also with Superman, with Clark Kent. I think in this one he goes to the. Now, granted, I ain't seen the first movie in a while, and then when I did watch it yesterday, I missed the first half of the movie.
It keeps it fun. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that was when, the three people who were sentenced by Jor-El. Okay, yeah, they wasn't like, it was just the first beginning that they were in there. Okay, but the main plot, what Superman had to deal with, was really Lex Luthor.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was more of him being. Honestly, I don't think it actually had like a plot. Like, okay, that was him just doing his Superman thing.
Yeah, saving and all that.
Then you had the plot with him and Lois Lane, and then you have the plot with him and Lex Luthor.
Because he just kind of bumped into Lex Luthor. They just showed him criminal mastermind.
So the story, I don't per se think it has a story. I think that's one of the
about him growing up, becoming Superman, finding his strengths and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. And him and Lois.
The
Lex Luthor thing just kind of happened, I guess. Yeah.
So the story, it's not like a story. It's like telling. It's like you just document him just being Superman. Then these two events start happening. One, he has to deal with Lois Lane, then Lex Luthor. Which I guess brings me to my next question of what did you think about the characters?
Main characters like Lois, Lex.
And I believe the Clark Kent Superman worked.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think the Superman character was a bit too goody, little too much Boy Scout-ish. Because he was too good. I mean, I realized back then in their time, that's how Superman was. Yeah. He was the epitome of good. He didn't have any temptations or anything like that. And it just seemed like he was a little bit too kind of like a big Boy Scout.
Okay.
Now you kind of see that how Clark and how Superman kind of those characters kind of deal with things. Lois Lane, she was a likable character, and if you want to go for those like strong female types, she was one of those.
Hard-headed.
Yes. And completely reckless. Like, I never understood that. I mean, I understand she's always been a reckless character, but I think in this one she was kind of stupid reckless. The part with the whole car thing, I'm like, why you just didn't get out the car?
Okay, I can understand that.
You know, and she went to she drove all the way over there with that Indian guy, but it didn't, like, I don't understand why, but anyways, I like Jimmy's character, but the one character that was like completely over the top was Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He was like, he was a mixed bag. I didn't like him because he was so over the top, but at the same time, some of the stuff that he did was kind of, you already know my part.
Yeah.
You already know my part.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Like every time he spoke, he had to. It's like he was reminding himself that he was a criminal genius.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything.
I mean, his plan to do what he decided to do with California, it made sense, even though it was kind of stupid. It was kind of stupid and everything. For those who ain't seen it, Lex Luthor's storyline is this: he's this wealthy realtor guy, and he owned everything on everything inland of United States from California side. So what he was planning to do, which Superman had to stop him, was to launch these nuclear missiles to, you know, create a chain reaction with that fault, that fault along that line, which produces earthquakes, and it would make an earthquake so strong that California would shake itself apart into the ocean. And I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good story. His character, the way it was done, yeah. His character again was just way too over the top sometimes, but he did have these moments where you like, that's kind of actually smart, you know what he did. Jimmy character, the dude with the camera.
Yeah.
I thought Jim was okay, just he didn't stand out.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm tired too.
I did not know that Marlon Brando was Jor-El. Did not know that.
Superman's father.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, now that you mentioned that cast member, go to the cast. Hey, what do you think about, like, performance-wise? Do you think the performance is held up?
For those, you know, had little parts. Yeah, like Jor-El, his wife.
Christopher Reeves was Superman. Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
He's an awesome Superman. He definitely earned that right to be like the image of Superman, which, you know, arguably he is in like live action film. What was the lady name that plays Lois Lane?
Okay.
I can never remember her freaking name. Marlon Brando? Or Margot Kidder? I think that's it.
Did you just say Marlon Brando?
Yes, I did. Margot Kidder, that's her name. I believe that's her. And if that's not her, yeah, Lois Lane, bam, Margot Kidder.
Good.
Okay, she does a pretty good job too with the character. She definitely has that fiery stubbornness to the character. She definitely does it. What did you think of Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor?
Well, I haven't seen too many Gene Hackman movies, but he was alright. It was just like
It was just a character.
Just a character. Like no. But yeah, he was alright. As far as the characters go, it was alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like the best Lex Luthor, but he's definitely not the best Lex Luthor. But I wouldn't say he's the worst. He's he did a decent job as Lex Luthor. So I give it to him on that. I give him to him on that. Okay, what did you think about the visual effects?
Wow. They were kind of sucky. Of course, I know they were back in the day.
Early 70s. I mean, the late 70s and
they were kind of.
They were crappy. Now, but I will say, when it comes to the practical effects, they did a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. Even though like the CGI, the green screen, like things like that, it's kind of. But
makes you cringe.
Yeah, but the practicals were done really well. Mm-hmm. Like when he takes off and flies, it actually does look like he's taking off and flying.
Yeah.
When he came down there into the sewer and he kicked that door down, it actually looked like a door. Some of them you could tell was pretty, kind of phoning it in back there. But for the most part, the practical effects are what held up.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't like is probably his outfit, because his outfit seemed to look. I'm all for comic book movies, and I'm all for people using the source material, but his suit didn't feel tactical. Didn't feel realistic.
Well, it was given the date, and stuff like that, but that, it's still in the video games. It still is the same suit, but it's not more tactical, right?
Like
in Injustice.
Yeah, like that felt a little bit more tactical, because it seemed like armored a little bit.
Yeah.
So and I understand again, back in that time period, that's kind of how.
Yeah, he's just wearing spandex.
That's what it looks like. You don't want it to look like you're wearing spandex. You want it to actually seem like that the suit itself has some kind of. It's just not for show. That's I think I'm going for. I didn't ever really want this. Well, I just realized I put the pillows on it backwards. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest problem I have with the suit. It just looked like it was there for show, but it didn't serve like any purpose whatsoever.
Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to the practical effects.
Okay. Yeah. Now I know you're gonna have some input on this. What about the script?
Well, first we go to the score.
The score?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the music.
Okay, John Williams.
John Williams, fantastic job. Did a great job.
Yes.
The Superman theme has been the thing of legends when it comes to cinema, and he did a fantastic job. Not even with just the theme, like some of the more subtle moments of the movie, like when Superman and Lois Lane are together, they have this very beautifully smooth flowing, romance and wonder, and they did a great job with it. What would you think of it?
Well, I heard of John Williams, play. I heard some of his, orchestra. Yeah, I like John Williams. He got that kind of. He can make it sound romantic, then all of a sudden upbeat.
Yeah. And
then back, and then in the middle. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So John Williams again. Like I said, if it was anything, you got to give it to it. The score was great. Mm-hmm. Still holds up today. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about the script. Okay, guys, the script. I'm sorry to say it was crappy. There was so many instances that didn't make any sense. Was poorly written, and again, it was back in the day. Mm-hmm. So certain that stuff, they would do it like that back in the day, but.
Put a little more oomph into it,
some effort or something. What was
something?
Okay, for one, Miss Tesmacher. Okay, I didn't mind her character. competent. I didn't mind her character, and she was kind of like one of the sympathetic villains that you would kind of care about. The oldest guy hated him completely. Poorly written character. Lex was a poorly written character. What did I say when we was watching the movie? All he was talking about was like chaos, mayhem, destruction, and it was like, why?
Yeah.
Like it didn't make any sense. Back in those times when you had a villain like that, he was just an evil guy for the sake of being evil. Most of the time, they always had an idiot henchman that didn't make any sense and did all the dumbest junk. And like for example, it's the Inspector Gadget one. The Inspector Gadget movie, terrible movie. Bad guy was a criminal genius. What do you have on the side? A henchman that was a complete idiot.
And then probably she wasn't a blonde, was she?
Miss Tessma?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she. I don't know. She switched many hair colors.
Yeah, she switched wigs a lot. So anyway, yeah, more like a tall blonde or brunette on the side.
Mm-hmm. That's like those characters were just poorly written. The story, the whole thing with the Lex Luthor doing what he wanted to do, I was okay with. What I didn't like was how he got a hold of the missile, where the army just happened to be delivering a missile across what Lord knows where, and he sent the idiot to put a little machine on there to control it, and I was like, why would you do that?
Oh, so that's what that was. Okay.
I was like, why would you do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And what happened? They had to end up and change the plan around because he messed up. And then they did it again. But this time, I was like, where the army guys go? You realize I said that when they got on the bridge. I'm like, all you see is like police. I was like, where the army guys go? And when you realize every time something happened with that, all of the army guys went over there.
Right.
I was like
nobody stayed back. It's just like with the police when Miss Tessmacher was on the ground.
Everybody was like crowded around and everything. I was like, wow, that's what y'all do now, okay. And then how Lex Luthor ended up guessing what Superman's weakness was. I was like, I never understood how he did that.
It came like too quickly. Like he shouldn't know that at all.
Like he shouldn't have. There was nothing in that movie to support him even remotely thinking of that. And I told you once again about like the ending. I did not like the ending. How Lois falls, which still didn't make no sense. Her car was letting her know that she was out of gas, and she kept trying to start it up. I'm like, why? And then you think about it, when that crack came through the ground, where did that crack come from? It was only following the road. It didn't come past it or nothing. I was like, and then what happened? When it hit her car, the crack stopped. I was like, okay. I mean, they could have did that a heck of a lot better. Like, I did not like that part. Then she ran out of gas, stays in the car trying to crank the car. And what happened? The crack ends up catching up to her. And I was like, okay, she stayed in the car through the script for the simple fact to do that.
Yeah.
And, Superman ended up stopping the one missile but didn't stop the other. And
that led to a chain of events. The dam broke, all them rocks. And
the rocks wouldn't have stopped it. The rocks would not have stopped it.
The water, he sent the rocks to where, and then like the water.
Yeah, it formed a barrier, but the water still would have went over it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was kind of.
I mean, honestly, it's a good film to watch, but if you'll notice things, especially now, and like I said, there's a whole host of other things I could talk about when it comes to the plot and the script and everything, but I'm not going to go into it like that. But like I said, it's still a decent watch.
Yeah, I mean, well, Superman, Christopher Reeves, yeah. But when you're like, I ain't never saw it until now. But if I probably would have seen it back then, I probably would have noticed nothing about that. I'm like, yay!
So, Richard Donner does a good job. I mean, like I said, the story's decent, great performances, good performances, pretty good characters, crappy CGI, fantastic score. Script could have been a heck of a lot better. How would you rate this?
I don't know, cause like Christopher Reeves, he's like a 5 all the way, and like put in what 4?
I was gonna say a 3.
3.5.
I would like to bump it up. It's just 2. It was the plot. The plot.
Okay.
There was the plot.
Okay, yeah, there was no. Okay,
The
there
script.
was no
The script.
plot.
I'm sorry, the script. My bad. The script. So I give it a 3 out of 5, which is good. Good. 3 out of 5 is good. But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know, what did you think about Superman the movie? Did you agree with our points? Did you not like our points? Are there other things that we probably should address in this film that we didn't address? Leave them in the comment section below. And if you like our video, like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next Narik.
And MademB reviews.
It was the other way around. MademB and
Right.
Narik reviews.
Don't forget me.
Peace out.
Bye.